Can you sum up how that last 2.5 drives kind of happened? What your feelings were when it was unfurling? They were coming back.
Unacceptable. To be honest, just in those moments, just me personally, just honestly, just trying to make a play. Obviously, trying to get some energy sparked. But obviously, that didn't happen, and things went the way that they did, and at the end of the day, it's unacceptable. So, to me, disappointed, and obviously, happy to get a win, but definitely not the performance that we wanted.
You guys, after the touchdown to, I guess, put them down by one, y'all were walking off the field, and everybody kind of looked like they had their heads down. The body language was kind of bad, but you and Parnell kind of started yelling at everybody. Could you obviously sense the frustration mounting, and could you feel it mounting earlier? I guess a few drives earlier.
Obviously, when you get in those situations where you're facing a little bit of adversity and things aren't really going your way, it's a little bit natural to become frustrated, and things weren't going our way, and guys were just pressing, trying to make plays, and things weren't really going the way that we wanted it to go, and so when they did score, just really once I figured out that they were going for two, then really the big message was we got to stop them, and so that's really what the biggest message was, and what was being yelled at the guys is just next play and to stop them. But in those moments that we were facing that adversity, definitely frustrating, because obviously we practice all week, and we do what we do each and every day, and when things come out here and they don't go your way, and you perform the way that we perform tonight, then you're not okay with it. I know me personally, I'm not okay with it. It has to get fixed. We have to look ourselves in the mirror and make changes, because at the end of the day, what we put on tape tonight wasn't the standard. What we put on tape tonight isn't what we say we are, who we say we are, and so we have to get back to doing what we know works. And until we do that, everything else is going to be unacceptable.
You were trying to change the culture. You are trying to change the culture. How important is it from this point on to make sure that everybody is on the same page, just kind of pressing towards the same goals? Because I guess you could kind of get lost in a play like this or a game like this.
Yeah, I think it's extremely important to rally the troops, and just get everybody on the same page. I think that's going to be kind of our next step. Is just getting everybody on the same page, but at the same time, in rallying the troop is also making sure we all hold ourselves accountable to the things that we do and what we put on tape. And so things that at times tonight it was good, at times tonight it was something that you never want to put on tape. And so in those moments that things are going bad, we have to find a way to respond. We have to find a way to be better at responding to that adversity and get things turned back in our direction. But as of tonight, we didn't do that well enough, and for us, it's just rallying the troops and getting everybody back on the same page so we can be better.
Is it easy when you look at the film from Tech and Texas and West Virginia, and maybe when you look at this film and the Kansas State, is it easy to see why the defense isn't performing as well as it was, or is it something that is there a deeper dive you have to make into that?
I think it's a little bit of both. I think when you look at specific things as far as mental errors and MAs and just guys not really doing their job on a consistent basis in that play, then you see that we have to get back to us, but then you also can take the other route and take a deeper look and see really what the problem is internally. So I think it's a little bit of both, and I think that's something that we have to figure out as a defense, something that I got to figure out, something that I am going to figure out, because at the end of the day, these last two performances, they haven't been acceptable at all. I wake up every morning pissed off. I go to bed uneasy because the side of the ball that I lead didn't play to the standard that we're capable of playing to, and to me that's not okay. I take that extremely personally, and I put in a lot of work into this, and so when we don't get things done that we say we're going to do, or we don't live up to the standard that we have set in place for us, and it's not okay with me.
Purdy had finished with 6 touchdowns tonight. When you got a skill set like that, I would guess that it can really frustrate a defense. Brock Purdy, the quarterback. Is that frustrating to try to get after a guy who can move around so much and throw so well on the run and create things?
Hats off to the guy. He played great tonight.
Whenever you face an offense like that, and you guys have faced guys like Ellinger, and of course next week you guys have Baylor, and you guys still have Oklahoma State coming up. What does that say to the balance of this league? Earlier, Coach Riley was talking about this being the most balanced that he's seen since he's been here. How do the offenses this year compare to the ones that you faced in the past couple of years?
I mean, in the Big 12, everybody knows you're always going to face this. Good offenses. It's really a league that really like to spread you out and really, use your athleticism to, create plays and, put points up on the board. And so, I feel like the league has, quite a bit of, mobile quarterbacks that are able to move around and able to create plays. But at the end of the day, I got to stop it, and we got to stop it as a defense. And so we're not going to sit here and make any excuses or, try to pinpoint that, somebody's athleticism, is better than the athleticism that we have on this team. So, think that, at the end of the day, it's just about us, focusing in on doing us, and just really just honing in on that and just executing.
Any more questions?
You said that you wanted to, you wake up every morning pissed off. Do you feel like the rest of the defense wakes up every morning pissed off, or is that something that you were trying to figure out with the rest of the group?
I feel like I do get a sense that around the team that, especially on defense, that, guys aren't happy with the performance that we have. And so at the end of the day, going to bed pissed off and waking up, in that unhappy mood, at the end of the day, you got to attack the day and get something out of the day and use that as motivation. So obviously tonight, we didn't channel that in the right way to the point where we were doing our jobs all night. And so, we got to go out there and be better at that.
Thanks, Kenneth.